government is doing its job. And is doing its job very, very well.
Honor and privilege to welcome you all to this press briefing, marking the formal commencement of activities for the 2026 Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration. This event remains one of Nigeria's most respected national traditions, marking the period of deep reflection, profound gratitude, and renewed commitment to the ideals of service, sacrifice, and unity that define our armed forces. The themes of the 2026 Armed Forces Celebration Remembrance Day as Balgo, sacrifice, and unity, honoring our heroes, powerfully captures the spirit of service, heroism, and patriotism that guides our military. It reminds every Nigerian that the liberty, relative peace, and stability we enjoyed are secured daily through the courage and sacrifices of our men and women in uniform, including those who serve, those who have served, and especially those who paid the supreme price. This annual celebration is more than a ceremonial occasion. It is a solemn national pledge of remembrance and gratitude. It honors the unwavering sacrifice of our soldiers, sailors, and airmen who have steadfastly defended the unity and territorial integrity of Nigeria. Furthermore, it allows us to recognize their vital contribution to peacekeeping, humanitarian, and nation-building efforts across Africa and globally, under the auspices of the United Nations, the African Union, and the Economic Community of West African States. It is against this sanctified backdrop of continued service that we address the present realities. While we acknowledge that marriage security challenges continue to face our nation, it is critical to place on record the exceptional skill, courage, and patriotism demonstrated by our armed forces. Accordingly, we choose to celebrate their concrete achievements and the positive impact of their efforts in restoring stability, safeguarding the lives of citizens, and strengthening the essential bond between the military and the Nigerian people. Under the steadfast leadership and direction of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Ministry of Defense has achieved significant operational milestones in safeguarding national security and protecting our territorial integrity. Through improved synergy among the services and security agencies, we have recorded remarkable successes across all theaters. The data speaks for itself. Within the tenure of this administration, our troops have neutralized over 13,000 terrorists and criminals, arrested more than 17,000, and rescued nearly 10,000 hostages. Over 10,000 Boko Haram and ISWAP combatants and their families have surrendered. Those coordinated operations have led to the dismantling of key terrorist enclaves, the neutralization of numerous bandit commanders, and the restoration of peace to hundreds of communities, allowing displaced persons to return to their homes. Our commitments to securing Nigeria's vital economic asset is equally evident in the South-South, where over 1,900 illegal refining sites were destroyed. Those relentless efforts have not only reduced crude oil theft, but have also reduced the occurrence of maritime-related crimes. Those expanding operational capabilities are underpinned by significant strategic modernization. Let me be clear that despite those successes, the remnants of criminal elements still pose threats to our peace and security. Accordingly, the President has continuously directed the Ministry of Defense and the Armed Forces to sustain ongoing operations and intensify effort until all remaining threats are eliminated. However, the task is not for the government alone. This is why we are strengthening a whole of the society approach that brings together government, civil society, traditional institutions, academia, and the private sector into a common front against insecurity. The signing of the Daikon Industries Corporation of Nigeria Act in 2023 marked a milestone in indigenous defense production, positioning Nigeria as an emerging hub for defense technology in the region. Coupled with the procurement of advanced platforms, including armored fighting vehicles, unmanned aerial vehicles, and the naval assets, this modernization enhances our operational readiness and will eventually reduce our reliance on imports of defense equipment. Regionally and internationally, Nigeria has deepened cooperation through active participation in high-level forums and maintained crucial peacekeeping deployment in countries like Gambia, the Guinea-Bissau, and South Sudan. But the ultimate strength of any military resides in its personnel, not just its platform. Therefore, the welfare of our troops remains a non-negotiable priority, anchoring the Soldier First initiative. This administration continues to implement a series of welfare measures to ensure that our personnel serve under dignified and supportive conditions. Initiative includes the upward review of the ration cash allowance and the significant investment in modernizing barracks facilities to provide safe and comfortable living environments.